Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good Monday because I am. For once, I'm actually starting to feel better. I've been sick for like almost a week. So that's why I didn't stream on Thursday or Friday. Thursday was Thanksgiving, but Friday I was like super sick. And I was like, there is no way I'm going to be able to stream right now. So yeah, I'm actually starting to feel better, so that's good news. So, okay. So, let's start. That's not. There we go. So, I haven't really played much on this character in particular for a while. I've mostly been doing my main character and a little bit of my hunter. My hunter had finally got to 62, but I've been leveling up her professions and stuff more so. And then obviously my main is a warrior, and I've been trying to gear up so I can do ICC, so I can try and get Shadowmourne before Cataclysm comes out. Plus I'd like to get a legendary in-game, just because I didn't get much of a chance to get Thunder Fury or the bow. The bow's more of a stat stick since I'm a warrior, but I mean, whatever. It is what it is, right? So, figured we can talk a little bit about the Season of Discovery stuff. I have kind of kept up on that, especially on Thursday and Friday when I was sick, and I was in bed most of the day. So, as well as probably run some dungeons, the usual kind of stuff. I do need to level up my engineering, but we're going to focus on making some of these iron grenades now that I can actually mine iron. So, and we can get some of that going. And they actually do more damage, so we can probably maybe sell these bronze bombs. I have no idea. I feel like some engineering stuff sells really well, but I think most of it is just going to be like raw materials and whatnot. So, more so than bombs, because you have to be an engineer to use them. Now, if you didn't have to be an engineer to use them, they might have sold more often. So, I don't know, that's just a hunch at this point. Anyway, Season of Discovery comes out 3 days. And I just saw on Twitter earlier this morning that there was a blue post that went up on the forums that in my time zone, it comes out at 1. I'm in the Pacific zone. So 1 p.m. is when it comes out. Funny enough, that's when I usually stop streaming, is about 1 or 2, but I might end up start streaming at like noon, like 12:30 or something. Or I might just stream at the normal time and just stream for longer. Just run some normal classic WoW until it's time to log over and get ready to go, just vamoose through the starting zone. Because there's going to be a lot of people. I highly doubt that it's going to be dead, especially on launch. Like, let's be honest. Almost everything, even like classic WoW or the classic era or anything, was completely packed on launch. So no doubt about that. So it's probably going to be very laggy, but whatever. We'll see if we can get like any mob tags for our quest. That's going to be a fun. Oh, did this Death Knight come through and mine all the ore? I bet he did, cause he even got the useless ore. Even got that, I don't remember what it's called, but there's this ore that you have to get for a quest that's in here. Well, that sucks. Anyway, I am super hyped for Season of Discovery, and I couldn't help myself but like look into some of the runes and stuff. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is, let's not fall down there. I think I'll end up doing a warrior for PvE. I think if we go Fury, we'll be able to dual wield because that's at 20, and the cap will be at 25. So we can dual wield a Fury warrior. I think that'll be pretty good. We do blacksmithing, mining, professions, so we can kind of make our own gear and whatnot. And then I still am not 100% certain on I should do rogue or hunter or paladin for PvP. I kind of am leaning towards hunter, but part of that's just because I've been playing hunter, like as on my alt. Yeah, okay, this guy's got mining. He's out here mining up the ore. But I'm also like, ret paladin's is gonna be less of a meme and more viable. From the runes and some of the other seals and stuff they have, so I'm kind of mixed on that one. I just don't know if it'll be good in PvP or not. So, and then rogue, I did PvP on a rogue in vanilla classic, and I got up to knight, which I think was rank 9. It's either rank 8 or 9, something like that. And I was pretty close to hitting 10. And the only reason I wanted to hit 10 was that way I could get the epic mount for free. Because during that time, an epic mount was 1,000 gold. But unless you hit commander, which I think was rank 10. Don't quote me on that. It's 10 or 11, right? If I hit that, I got an epic mount for, I think, marks. Or it wasn't like the honor, like marks of honor. It was like not emblems. It was like tokens or some shit. Something like that. You got like an actual item that would get put in your bags after doing a battleground. You got 1 if you lost, and I think 3 if you won. Right, something like that. Is this guy? Okay, cool. Right, and I think it was like 20 or 25 or 50 of Warsong Gulch, Arathi Basin, and AV. Something like that. I don't remember because it was a while ago. Right? But I was like, okay, well, grinding out battlegrounds, not only would I get honor and be able to buy gear, which I needed really bad at the time because I never fucking won the roll on shit. So my rogue was very under-geared, still had shit from, you know, Zul'Farrak at level 60. Alright, that's just how bad that was. Is that? Okay, I can't find that. So I was like, okay, PvP can be viable because I can at least work towards gear that it's 100% I'll get. On top of, getting an epic mount. And I just have to buy the writing, which, was like 100-ish gold. Plus rep, so you'd end up... Oh, you'd end up paying like 90-something gold. Or something like that if you had good rep with your own faction. So, anyway, back to what I was originally saying. PvP on a rogue wasn't bad. And I know I can do, but I feel like it's kind of like easy with being able to stealth and vanish and all that shit. What I don't remember is what level I got vanish. Don't know if I got that at 25 or before, if it was later, because if it was later, then it definitely would be harder. You'd have to be more tactical about it, I guess, which isn't always a bad thing per se. So, but I haven't really thought about doing much caster though, like mage, warlock, or priest. I mean, I've done some mage, so I think when it comes to casters, I probably would play mage. But never really played a warlock, and didn't really do priest as much, even though they're getting some pretty beefy stuff. I mean, warlocks are basically supposed to be another hybrid that's able to tank and whatnot, right, with their one form. So that's definitely interesting. Do I need 10? I don't think I need 10. And then Shadow Priest, again, it was another meme spec in vanilla that's getting some buffs, so... And also in my last stream, I believe I talked about Shaman. Oh, it's on the other side of the wall. Alright, whatever. I guess we're going the long way around. Shaman. I talked about two-hand Shaman and fishing for the Wind Fury procs, because if you got it, and you had a really good two-hand, you know, like the legendary Hand of Rag mace that you can get out of Molten Core, that's fat. That's real good. I ended up watching some clips to see just how good. There were people in 2019 who were like killing well-geared people in less than 30 seconds. Just with the RNG with Wind Fury proccing like 2 or 3 times. In like like literally after the internal cooldown. It was insane. So I was like, oh, well, you know, that might be interesting, especially with Shamans also. Seems like a lot of classes are getting hybrids to tank, like Shamans getting... There's a rune that allows them to tank where their Earth Shock becomes their taunt, and them having another one that goes on their chest, which basically increases their chance to block. All their health gets increased, stuff like that. But also, it stacks up to 5 times. Every time they block, with their block chance increasing, which is insane. So, and I guess I kind of see it as a good thing that there's going to be more hybrids to tank, because there's nothing worse. Like, I've told this story a few times where it's like I was sitting in Ironforge, trying to get a group for BRD, and it wasn't like it was late at night, it was fucking like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which during that time was peak hours for the realm, and I was waiting 2.5 hours just to go in BRD. And we were waiting on a tank and 1 DPS, which is strange because normally it's like tank and healer you're waiting for. Usually. So, real pain. So I guess having more classes have hybrid to tank is decent. I don't think rogue tank is going to be all that good. Is there... I think I can go... Yeah, I should be able to just slide through there, actually. I don't think rogue tank is going to be as good, because that seems more... I mean, maybe as a parry tank later. Just stack a bunch of parry. So, that could definitely be good. But... And especially having evasion and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't think rogue tank will be as good. I think they're going to be still pretty good as DPS. Shaman tank might be a little bit better. Really depends on what gear comes out. Especially in the new BFD raid that's coming out. So... And with them being able to wear mail, well, they would be wearing leather at 25, and they get mail at 50, or 40, excuse me. So they got a little bit of an edge, just because mail generally has more armor on it than leather. So... With that, and then obviously tanks want armor, because it reduces physical damage taken. So that's why, like, mail is generally a little bit better when it comes to armor. I mean, there are a few pieces where leather, and I think it's default anyway, because druid tanks, right, and they wear leather, where there's leather pieces that have more allocated armor to them to help them kind of stack that stat. So I can definitely see more leather pieces having armor like that, and mail as well. Pretty much every armor type, but I don't think there was anything planned for mage tanks. There was mage healers, which is interesting. It's like whenever you would cast like a frostbolt or something, you'd heal nearby allies or something. Like a DPS healer or something would be interesting, but yet again, there already are DPS healers now in Wrath Classic, and I don't trust them. Like, half the time I end up dead on the floor before they even cast off a heal because they're busy casting shit like, you know, other abilities. You know, like Paladins trying to do damage with Holy Shock or something rather than healing me. And that's coming from a tank. So, I don't trust a lot of DPS healers for that particular reason, because I feel like the group ends up wiping more often, as opposed to someone who's solely focused on healing the group and keeping the group sustainable. But that's just my spiel on that. So, but again, I'm super hyped with all the runes and stuff, and we've only seen like some of the runes. We haven't even, it's such a small amount too, because we're only at 25. So I don't think, at least from what I've seen, I haven't seen too many runes that are like gonna be around level 40. Plus I'm a little curious, that's silver, I'll take that. Plus I'm curious as to what the next raid's gonna be, if we're gonna do like a 10-man raid, or if we're gonna scale it up and try and do like a 20. So that'd be interesting. You start at 10 for 25, and then you go to 20-man raid like Gnomeregan or something at level 40. I mean, at that point you'll have people with, you know, SM stuff, or we would see a Scarlet, or both, see a Scarlet Monastery. That might be a level 50. And then like a Karazhan Crypts at 60. 60 is going to be wild. I can tell you that right now. 60 is going to be insane. Not only do you get like the normal raids like Molten Core with 40 people and BWL with 40 people, but you're also going to end up seeing probably new content like Hyjal and Karazhan Crypts, and possibly just Karazhan in general. Because what if, you know, what was it, Nax, that was the biggest raid in vanilla with what, like 18 bosses? Am I thinking that correctly? Because there's what, 3 bosses per wing, so that's 9 plus, or no, it was like 3 or 4 bosses per wing, and there was 4 wings, right? So that's 12 bosses, top of like the last 2. Yeah, okay, it's 14. And then BRD was and then there were like a few mega dungeons. Like BRD is all one instance. Even in retail, it's still all one instance. It's just divided up in the dungeon finder. Not to mention stuff like Blackrock Spire, both upper and lower, is one instance. So that's like mega dungeon. People just split it up into lower and upper, right? But upper you also need a key, to be fair, to do. Let alone stuff like Stratholme, both Undead and Lightside is all one instance. Again, just players split it up because it's too big. Which you get the occasional group that's like, let's just clear the whole instance, right? To maximize experience or gains or rare drops, loot, right? Whatever it may be. But a lot of dungeons are huge, so I mean, like, what if we ended up getting like a vanilla Karazhan raid with that included the Karazhan Crypts as like a separate half, kind of like that's inbuilt into the instance. So you can do it, you don't have to do it. You could split it up in like 2 days, one raid lockout, as opposed to 2. Like you go in the same way at the gate at Karazhan, you get like the normal Karazhan layout with very similar bosses, if not like the original bosses or bosses that were supposed to be in, okay, this is 10, let's go back here. Right, or bosses that were supposed to be in there that weren't. I mean, I don't know what vanilla Karazhan would even look like, to be honest with you, because obviously we didn't get it in vanilla. But my best guess is either there would be the original bosses we currently have as of like Burning Crusade, right? Or it would be like some similar bosses or different, right? That with an optional section being the crypts, that could also be interesting, right? Okay, well this person's away, but I would also imagine that there's no other ores. Right, so, or you could just make it, I mean, there is its own separate entrance into the crypts anyway. Right, so with it having its own separate entrance, it could very well just be like its own lockout. Right, kind of like how Scarlet Monastery, well, I mean, technically that's one instance, but it has 4 different entrance locations, so and 2 of them you need to do another section to get a key. So it could be something like that. You could release Karazhan. You have to kill like one of the bosses in there to get a key off of him to unlock as like a quote-unquote attunement, right? That would be very like vanilla-like, I think, is having an attunement in there where you have to do like a short quest chain and like few quests, go run Karazhan, get a key, return the key, he does some magic shit, and then, you know, oh, here's your key into the crypts, good luck. Right, something along those lines, similar to how, I mean, the Molten Core tomb is super easy. It was an elf-looking guy. He was like, hey, I need this piece of rock, and then this piece of rock will grant you access to Molten Core. Okay, cool. Then you go run BRD, and you're good to go. BWL attunement was super easy, again, because it's, you know, oh, well, he left this note. It's this guy in this dungeon. Go kill him and touch the orb, and then you're good to go. Now you can go to BWL, right? Stuff like that. It doesn't need to be over complicated, but you know, I think a attunement or like Nax was super easy. It just cost you a bunch of shit if you weren't exalted with the Argent Dawn, which is super easy to do at 60, right? You know, you just go run Stratholme or Scholomance for like a hot minute and you're good to go. Right? And I mean, let's be honest, at like 57 or 58, you know, you're going to be running Stratholme anyway. And Scholomance anyway, because I'm sure some of your pre-grade best in slots going to be in there. You're going to want to experience, you're going to want the rep, right? You're going to want the turn-ins, the Scourge Stones, right? You're going to want like everything that's in there. So there's really not a reason not to run Stratholme or Scholomance at 60. Let alone, you know, with it being, with all the runes and potentially having runes that drop specifically to certain parts of the dungeons, that's more of an indication you're going to be wanting to run those dungeons anyway. Like, no doubt. So, getting exalted for Nax and potentially other raids is not going to be too difficult. Time consuming, maybe. Difficult? Probably not. Because again, a lot of the attunements during vanilla were pretty simple. They just took you forever. Really. So, let alone you have to get a group for all that shit, or anything that involves raids. So, the only ones that I think that didn't need attunements was, what, AQ 20 and AQ 40, but that was obvious because you needed to ring the gong, which took, I want to say a few months back in the day, and it took some time, and I think this time around, or this most recent time back in 2020-ish, during Vanilla Classic, I think a lot of people delayed it instead of rushing it, purely for the fact that people wanted to get the only legendary mount in the game, right, and get the Scarab Lord title and stuff like that when Burning Crusade rolled around. So, a lot of people wanted their Scarab Lord, so I think on most realms it was delayed on purpose, but I think a lot of people will probably do the same thing again. So, but it's that one that didn't have attunement just because of how resource intensive it was to get all the resources together, ring the gongs, do all that shit to open the gates of AQ. So that kind of was the equivalent of like an attunement, but that was on like a server scale that was massive, which made sense. And then ZG didn't have an attunement, but that was more of a catch-up raid, right? I think a lot of the stuff there was kind of like better than Molten Core, not as good as BWL kind of stuff that kind of would help you get from BWL into like AQ 20 and potentially into AQ 40, because I think a few things in there had like nature resist on it, so it was semi-useful in there, right? So stuff like that I would imagine would also be buffed as well. Let alone I am willing to bet there will probably be runes that drop off bosses in raids, and runes that are in chests hidden in raids as well. Like, I don't see why not. So, stuff like that's going to be insane. But I am definitely super excited to see exactly what content and how it gets used. So, I mean, definitely seeing a Hyjal is like either like another zone at max level, that's purely a max level zone, kind of like how Winter Spring is, where that's really like 59 to 60, right? So definitely interested to see how that goes. So okay, thought you were like a forward NPC or something, but all right, we've got a decent amount of ores running around here. So the question is, can I smelt this here, or do I have to fly over to South Shore? I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fly over. Yeah. But yeah, I'm super excited, and I will be streaming for sure on Thursday, unless I am like super, like extremely sick, but I don't think so. I mean, I'm getting over the sickness, so. Oh no, there's a forge right here. Look at that. Alright, let's go ahead and smelt this stuff up real quick. So. %. We'll be streaming Thursday, 1 p.m. There's a blue post about them doing that, and I guess they're going to be talking to a lot of other creators as well. Probably not me, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm still going to stream anyway, so. But we're getting there. Oh, okay. So those for 4 gold. Or I'll smelt it anyway. Alright, then we gotta make this stuff. Where did I pass it? No. Heavy blast. We'll just turn it all into blasting powder. We can't use the sharpening stones, unfortunately. Oh shit. I have a bunch on other alts, so if I need more, I can just send it over. That's good to know. So, yep, 3 days comes out, and then I've also been debating about going back to retail because they released a legendary axe, and it looks sick, but I haven't even played retail in like a year. I haven't actually sat down and played retail at all for a hot minute. So, like, I never even bought Dragonflight. Never bought it. So I don't even know if I've heard some good things and stuff with them reintroducing, like some old, like Naxxramas mods and old Scarlet Monastery stuff for mods and other shit, which I was like, that's interesting. Right? Again, never went and did that either, because I didn't buy Dragonflight. We got 4 right off the bat. Damn. But thought about it. I was like, would it be worth? But I don't know, man. Like, I'm split between trying to get some stuff together to make Shadowmourne in Classic, or I should pursue this other axe in Dragonflight and actually play it and see if it's any good. Because I think I talked about this in one of my other streams where, okay, that's not, I think we're good. We can try and sell these bombs, I guess. Silver contact, blasting powder, and I'm gonna vendor this necklace. I'm good. Okay. I think I want to try and get Shadowmourne more so, just because no one's gonna be running ICC. So, and I mean, it'll last me quite a while in the Cataclysm, if not until 85 through raid tiers, because of just how absurdly good it is. Let me see if I pull it up. That's crafting. Collections. Legendaries. Yeah. 344 damage per second with a max damage of almost 1600. And it's it's got a good speed, 3.7 seconds. Stacked with all the haste and everything. On top of just doing the quest chain will yield me, you know, a mount, a toy, and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, this, well, it's down, but I mean, I would probably end up just keeping the Tabard of the Lightbringer, to be honest. Dude, I don't even have this shit in retail, to be honest. So having this in Classic would be insane. I mean, just having this alone is already a decent weapon. Right, and that's not even the Legendary, that's just the Epic. Right? So, nonetheless, but it takes a bunch of Primordial Serenite, which a lot of people were buying. So, and then on top of 50 shards of Shadow Frost, plus the other quests and everything, so, you know, it definitely does take quite a while, because you have to... And I think what takes the longest is the fact that when you run ICC, you are not only... You're competing against every other warrior, paladin, and death knight that also wants a Shadowmourne, and is trying to roll for the Primordial Serenite. However, on the plus side, imagining you'll get like a few, maybe 2 or 3 per raid, if you're lucky, right, through Ice Crown, through the raid, on top of buying a few from running Gammas, maybe like an extra 2 or 3, depends on how much you play, right, per week, so you can end up getting 6 to 7, maybe 8 if you really push, per week, if not more, Primordial Serenite, combined with using the Scourge Stones to buy them, it's 12 for 1, so... I mean, if you can farm out 2 a day, every day, that's 14 on top of maybe, let's say, let's add like 3 more per week from the raid. Right, a lot of that's RNG from not only having a drop, but also winning the roll, because, again, every Blood, Unholy Death Knight's gonna want one, every Fury and Arms Warrior, and Ret Paladin's gonna want Shadowmourne. Like, it is just a good-ass axe. So... Alright, let's jump into a dungeon here. Should we run a random, or... I don't know, man. I guess... I don't want to run orange side on Martyrdom, though. It's trash. I hate running it. I never get healed, and people don't know where to go. So... we'll just queue up for everything but that. And we should get in pretty quick. And I've never even checked my auctions. I'm sure I've sold stuff, so... Alright, let's just jump in here. Gotta get some levels in. So... Come on. You know you want to. There you go. He found the button. I don't have any potions. And well, I've got some hit ratings, so we got that going. That out of here. Put those on. Now we've got our trinket, so we can remove poisons if we need. Alright, we'll see who ends up pulling more threat. Because whoever's pulling more threat will throw on Vigilance. God damn. Okay, we have a mage and 2 hunters. Mage is doing second most damage, so it might be good to throw it on him. Protector Cape. That's not bad. Too bad it doesn't have defense on it. Okay, you. There we go. When did Hunters get an interrupt? Was it Cataclysm? Or is it just later in Wrath? I honestly don't remember. But I don't think it was recent. Oh no! Don't let me die! Okay, no, we're good, we're good. Not worried there. Got a little sweaty there for a second. Okay, he's running. Got a runner. We'll just aggro the beetle. We're gonna kill him anyway. We'll get these guys too. Where did you come from? It fucking dazed me again, god damn it. I feel like half the time about like chain pulling in dungeons, half the time I feel like I end up just being dazed. Or hamstringed or just slowed in general. It's not good. Who's our healer? Oh shit, we got a DPS healer over here. Yeah, you'll be fine. And then we'll give him a second to get some mana. And I think in Cataclysm, Hunters got focus instead of mana. Which kind of makes more sense, but whatever. They used mana for quite a while. Okay, we should be all good. Okay, you're a caster, so I need to silence you. God damn it, why are you like this? It's always in Zul'Farrak too. Oh, damn it. Did I just go through the fountain? Nice. Not a bad gun. Could use the stats, to be honest. Oh, but somebody needed it. Dude, I recently did, that kind of reminds me, I did a dungeon semi-recently, where this fucking asshole is just needing on all the greens and shit. But to be fair, he needed on like anything that dropped. Until he died and we kicked him out. I don't know how other people do it, but usually it's, unless you absolutely do need it, you can just green on greens. But most of the time, like, especially at higher levels, you don't really need greens as often. Nice, he dropped nothing. Nothing but experience. Oh, it's a disease. We don't have a paladin. Oh boy. This is unfortunate. No. Yes, I'm a statue now. I don't think I need anything out here, do I? No, because we made these gloves not too long ago. Yeah. Plus they have, like, an absurd amount of strength on them. So, I don't think we're going to be needing new gloves for quite a while. Plus we got the heirloom weapon with Crusader on it, so... Of power. That's interesting. It just stacked attack power twice. Interesting. Thought that was more of a private server thing than where that happened, but no. Guess not. At least that's what I'd seen quite a bit, was multiple stats that were already on there, like of strength when it already had strength on it. What the fuck happened to the other guys? Oh, there they are. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay, probably after this, let the healer drink. Okay, or not. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we're cutting it real close with that one. God damn. Got all them fat loots. I probably should start keeping some of that mage wit. How much we got? Okay, I got 25 on this character and we got 64 on the other, so... not a big deal. We can get the rest of these graves and we'll go kill what's-his-face. I don't know why he's friendly. As soon as we go up to him, he's all like, oh, it's someone other than a troll, and he gets pissed off. Oh god, I wonder how much of my damage on fights like this, where the shield, well actually I don't have a shield spike on this shield. But I am a little curious as to how much damage the shield spike contributes. God damn, give me something good, man. I need new bracers. Well, I got these scarlet ones with strength stam on it, so it's not terrible, but I mean, I'd like something better. Still, you know, I wonder if I finally sold those scarlet gloves. Nice. Is there anything in the chest? No. Pretty trash. Oh shit, we're almost leveled. We're pretty much an empty bar. We're almost 47. Take these guys, round them out in here. I'll just do that a few times. Okay, hopefully someone loots the key this time, because last time I did that, someone did not loot the key, and I know it drops. I guess we can take a small mana break. Probably need to, so that way we can go straight into... assuming that the key drops. I don't know, unless someone loots the key.
Let the executions begin.
He did not drop the key. Oh no. The hunter got it. Okay. You gonna unlock the thing? Oh snap, I still have the quest for this guy. Okay, there you go. He figured it out. He used his brain. Hmm. Oh, alright, alright. At least a lot of these are in, like, non-elites, super easy to kill. This might have been a mistake. Oh no, we're good, we're good. See, it all panned out. That's fine, but they don't drop any loot though. $1,500, my god. Crazy. It's got the herb. What do you mean herb? Isn't that good herb? I don't know, man. I only got them KFC herbs. Only here. How many waves were there here again? Well, like 3, I think. It was Ripsaw, but that's not better. Jang Thraze. I don't need it, but I would take it. Off a greed roll or something. Steam Stam. I don't think that's better than what I've got. Is that one? Oh shit, no. Thought it was that one guy that was preventing him. Oh, here they come. There we go. Now the party's getting started. I'm gonna be dazed a lot for this. Oh, those are the bosses right there. Are you crazy? Alright. You guys want to do that? We can just, Alright. God damn. People cannot. Add Mojo Mask. Oh. I will say it looks kind of cool, but I mean, like, I don't need it. Is that the only thing that dropped? What garbage is this?
What can I do for you?
Huh. He got offended because the goblin wants the rod back. Yeah, that seems about right. What's he doing? He's just shouting stances? Nice. Finally finished that quest. Lovely. Alright, let's go ahead and finish off this dungeon, I suppose. Oh, we might level. Maybe? It's possible. I mean, bar and a half, and most of it's rested. So we can actually use our trinket to remove. Aw, he fucking put it on the minute I got rid of the other shit. And it's got a 5-minute cooldown, of course.
Desert is mine.
Nice. Sadly, we didn't level. Not a bad stat. Dude. We're like less than 2,000 XP. God damn. Shit. Alright, we can go probably kill like 2 or 3 mobs here in Arathi before I level. Next point, I think we're just going full prot, right? That's what we were doing. We're going full prot until we get Shockwave, and then we're going into Fury? I think that's what we decided to be more on the offense. You're 31, where? Where are gonna be them high level mobs? Probably the trolls and whatnot over here, probably. Drop anything good? Ooh. Wouldn't be a bad cloak. And then skinning and shit. Interesting. Someone's been over here. Just killing the spooters though, so we might be clear of any people mining ores. What level are the trolls? 32 still? Man. Might need to up the level. 34. I think the only thing that's going to be green, I think, is 43. Well, the alternative is we can go into the hinterlands It's probably that guy. He's 43. Yeah, I suppose we can go up to the hinterlands, but we gotta take the long way around. Unfortunately. Because it wasn't until... I actually don't know what expansion, but there was like a dwarven path that goes from Arathi to the hinterlands to make it easier to travel. There's iron over here. Obviously we're in Wrath and it's not there, so I don't know if that was like a cataclysm thing or if that was added later. Part of me would say it's BFA, but I don't think it was. One, I don't think it was that long, and two, it's in the old version, not the revamped version of Arathi Highlands, so... What do I know? Yeah, 'cause usually, I think it was like originally the path was somewhere up here. And then, what? We'll hit 47. And then Moradon. Okay, stuff will be 48, so we could probably actually go and need on stuff in there without being an asshole. I mean, I don't think... wait, DPS need defense, to be honest, I don't know what that was. I don't think we'll end up getting Mega Shot Rifle, unfortunately, because most people don't even want to run over there. It's usually 3 bosses, but Blackstone Ring is a must. Probably throw it instead of our Ring of the Soldier, to be honest. What's this? Sorry. This just has too good of stats to throw out, honestly. Somebody's stealthing over there. It's probably those damn... It's not the Defias, it's something else. Oh, I could kill these guys. These guys still drop the things. They do, the charms. 203? They're selling. Look at... It's only 200, but we'll get there. Dude, my revenge be critting like crazy. Plus, if these really are selling, I could sell those for like 20 gold a piece, dude. We'd be rich. Elemental fire. Oh, we need to... Oh, I need to go back to Gadget's End anyway. But let me get this level first. Like 1,000 XP. 358. So what, like 4? 170. Stromguard is under attack. Someone killed a vendor. Now I'm curious if it's a level 80 or not. Part of me wants to go hop on my character and fuck him up. There we go, we got that level. We got 5 charms. Alright, protection. We'll throw in a vitality. Go vitality, then focused rage. And then we'll throw a point into puncture. Alright, let's hit the